What's going on, people? It's Thursday night. This is a pop-up live. It's like, you're live, just suddenly it's popped up, and there it is, popping up live at you. Hopefully, I'm not getting a lot of fan noise. My fan is blowing. Yes, it's my Apple Watch says it's 46 degrees outside, and yes, sort of warm. It's 71 degrees per the clock, per the digital clock. It's keeping the temperature, the date, and the time. My new digital clock. I had one of those. I had some of those clocks. Those regular analog clocks, and it would go. And I know you can buy the ones that are they say that they don't make any noise. What do they call that? Tickless, not tickless, but tickless. Ones. But I thought I would go state of the art right here in the office with the digital clock, and I could read it very nicely. It says it's 10:48 today on November the 26th. It's Thursday, and it's 71 degrees Fahrenheit inside. I don't know what it is outside, except my watch is telling me that it's 46 degrees and cloudy. Anyways, it is Thanksgiving night, evening. It's not past the witching hour yet, so it's not tomorrow. It has already been talking about time zones. My brother, who is in Australia, has already had Thanksgiving, even though they don't really have Thanksgiving over there in Australia or any other country other than the United States of America, right? We're the only country who has Thanksgiving, unless you're an American somewhere else, and then you're still celebrating Thanksgiving as an American. But it's tomorrow already in other countries. So so here we are. The dog's on the floor hanging around. B.A. Baracus, the old man English bulldog. He doesn't smoke cigars, just to say. B.A. Baracus. He does not look like Mr. T either. Just saying. He does. We should put some gold chains on him, like just order some gold chains and take some pictures. And I cannot give him a mohawk, but I could buy like a mohawk for him, and we could like set him up, and we could do some cool photos of B.A. Baracus. Yes. So So if you're, first of all, let's make some announcements here right quick and get everything out of the way. And if you are watching on a replay, go ahead and mash that thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up. And also remember, if you're coming here and you've never seen my channel before, or even if you have and you just haven't subscribed as of this time, subscribe to the channel and make sure you get the notifications of when these pop-up videos just might occur, or when I release something on a normal basis. Now, first of all, Saturday at 8 p.m. Saturday at 8 p.m. We're going to be doing Saturdays with Sean from 8 to 9 p.m. 8 p.m. in the evening, Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be square. And that's when I will be live on Saturday as the scheduled weekly live stream in the evening. And if you want to join me, just let me know. Yeah, let me know, and I'll invite you in. Anyways, so anyhow, let's see here. What else is going on? It was a great day today. It was not too cold in the D. It was not too cold. It was kind of a little 45, 46 degree weather. It did not snow. I'm kind of sad that Black Friday is not going on. It had been a tradition of mine to go to the mall, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay that things are closed and we're taking care of business. Taking care of business. I don't even know if that's how it goes. But anyways, yeah. So I got the also so that was today's the dinner. The other half, she wow, she did one fantastic dinner was made for Thanksgiving dinner. There was turkey, there was cranberry, there were mashed potatoes. Yeah, it all went down good. And then we had some pumpkin pie. Yeah, it was good stuff. It was a good dinner. It was a great dinner. So being a Disney Channel, I wanted to hit you guys up with some news. Yeah, about Disney. You know, I used to do a lot of news about Disney. I don't know if you have to let me know if you liked listening to the Disney news. I did the Sunday Disney news recap every week. I was doing that for a while. I don't know if anybody was. There's so much news coming out. It's like a lot of work just to keep on continuing to keep on at it and collect it up during the week and then go on about it. But I don't know. I thought I would try to. This is the deal that I wanted to do. Part of my daily vlogs, I'm going to be making by the way, I'm going to be doing when I'm doing these daily vlogs, it's called Sean's Stories. You know, stories. It reminds me of when you're watching a drama, the stories, Sean's Stories. Anyhow, but I want to jab in there, put in there, insert a little bit of the Disney news, what my thoughts are about some things, kind of like on a daily basis. I do get these alerts telling me what's going on from Google Alerts on Disney itself at Disney World. And yeah. And then I also watch, I'm not really a ninja watcher because I do identify myself that I'm watching and I say hello to everyone. And then I kind of relax and watch and sometimes input my very dry humor. It's very, very dry. I'm not making money on my humor. Trust me, I'm not. Anyhow, so yeah. So let's talk about a couple things. Looks like, and I don't know that I'll be writing this because, you know, I drive a car and I checked one time, but I'll tell you what's going on first, and then I'll tell you about what I know about it. The Brightline, that's a railroad service. Brightline, they are going to be building a rail station next to Disney Springs. They have already authorized that, and they're going to be building a let's see here. Hold on a second. They're going to be building a there's something I wanted to see here. Sorry about that. They're going to be building a rail station right next to Disney Springs, which is great. This is wonderful stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be kind of convenient. Now, this railway is going to be going from South Florida all the way to Disney and Orlando, and I suspect maybe further to the north in Florida. I don't know what all there is to know about it. All I can tell you is that it's going to be stopping at Disney Springs, and I think that it will be a good way to travel. You know, if you're only going to go a couple hours, if it's one of those like German has in Germany and Europe, they have the very, very fast trains. And if this is going to be very fast transit like there is in Europe, I suspect you can get there instead of it will go like 120 miles an hour. If they're going to have this high speed rail. Because I've been on some high speed rails and I've gone somewhere in Germany that would normally take a couple of hours to get there by car. And I was there like Wajum. I was there. Shazam. There you go. There was my word. Shazam. I was there immediately. Not immediately, but you know what I'm saying. I was there soon, faster than I would be driving a car. Now, I do say that, yeah, there's going to be, I wonder what the hours will be, how long it will be running. Some of these things, they don't run constantly all the time. But yeah, I guess it would depend on how many people are showing up and how, when it would take off. So that's going to be in the future. I cannot, I won't be riding it because I'm driving from the north all the way down. And if I were to take an Amtrak train all the way down from Detroit to Florida, it would take forever. I mean, seriously. I mean, I looked into it one day how it would be if I drove. Hello, how's it going, Kit? If I was going to drive my my car from Detroit to Walt Disney World, it would take, well, it said it would take like 2 days. And I was like, I'm driving in my car. It's only it'll be like 18 hours, right? But a train ride would be a lot longer than that continually. They don't have stops where you go sleep unless you're in the sleeping car, right? And then they have all these stops and you pull into, it would drive me bonkers more than it would be. I mean, I know you make a lot of stops in your car and you get gas, and we stop off at the Loves, which is a truck stop kind of place where you go get stuff. Kind of if you've been to Texas, kind of like what is that, Buc-ee's, the truck stop. I think they're a truck stop for what I guess. Anyhow, so I would not be taking that rail. I would be driving down to Orlando. But I think that if you're living in Florida, if you don't want to drive and you just want to be like if you're going, especially if you're going to the one of these great if you're just going for the day and you're going to be going to like the Epcot Food and Wine Festival or any of the festivals, and you're going to be like tipsy, and then you just find your way, or stumble your way back to the train. Hey, it's all good, right? You're not driving. All right. So yeah, that's that. Let's see here. How Kit Zakimi has come in, and how is Okinawa? That's what I'm curious about, because it was as I was just saying a while ago, earlier on, Thanksgiving Day. If you're an American overseas somewhere, or and you could be and you're celebrating Thanksgiving, it already occurred yesterday at some point in time, like 12 to 14 hours ahead of us. It's a done deal and it's gone. It's kind of like how New Year's Eve is. It's people are celebrating and we're still waiting for the ball to drop. When is it going to drop? And your friends are calling you Happy New Year, and you're like, shut up, it's still 1999. Nah, anyways. So let's see here. I'm really happy, and this is really good stuff. I mean, for the health and everything. First of all, Disney is going to be putting one. Let me just say that right. $1 billion into health and keeping you guys safe over there at the Walt Disney World parks. That's $1 billion. I can't imagine what's going to be costing $1 billion, but I'm sure the checklist of those items are going to be, it's going to be really long. But we'll see. That's yeah. So $1 billion. Also, I was just thinking about this, how they make money. Disney is kind of like, it never closes. I just thought about this today, by the way. I don't know why I didn't think about this, but it never closes. It's open 365 days of the year. That means on Christmas and Thanksgiving and all of those other holidays, it is open always. You can always go there and visit. So they're never missing a day of a dollar unless it's closed for coronavirus. So anyways, yeah. So going back, they're spending $1 billion into investing in the parks. And on top of that, they have beefed up the wearing of the masks. When I say that, they are not just saying, hey, walking around going, hey, you need to put on your mask the right way, huh? Or making sleight of hand kind of comments or snide comments or something like that. Some of the comments that are like just very suggestive, not just suggestive, but like they come across like, you should do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like if it would be like, it'd be like, like if you're in Hollywood studios and they're like, you shall wear your mask. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a little Jedi mind trick that you should do that. Yeah. You should wear that above your nose. So anyways, cracking myself up here. So anyways, yeah, believe it or not, let's see here. Yeah. They're stepping it up so much that I guess I read an article that the other day they had some riders that were in the Carousel of Progress, and which gets really, really dark, and somebody took off their mask, and well, security was paying attention. No, there's nobody in the room with you. There's not one buddy in the room, except I have to say that they're still watching, and somebody stopped it. I think it was right in the middle of them singing "It's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow," and everything just shut down, and the guy came over the PA system. He's like, "The guy in the 5th row, please put your mask on now." I swear I would not want to be that guy. I mean, that's more embarrassing. I swear that's more embarrassing than being in the laugh, in the laugh studio, in the laugh floor, with Mike Wazanowski, and there's him calling you out for a joke. This is not a joke. You are the example. I'm not, I know one time I was caught in the laugh floor and I was the guy wearing the sunglasses. I would not want to be the guy not wearing the mask. He get called out. So don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Don't be him. They're very serious now. You don't want to be at Hollywood Studios, and you don't want to be in the middle of the Muppet, the Muppet Show, and then have Gonzo come over and Kermit the Frog go, "Everybody, come on, everybody, just stop it! Just stop that movie! Stop! Everybody, stop it! Everybody, stop it! Come on, pick the guy in the mask!" And then and then Animal comes over and does something strange. Anyways, okay, enough about that. I made too many dumb jokes. My humor is super dry, very dry. So I was really excited, sort of, to hear that in the middle of a pandemic of all times, that Happy Meals they're going to have Disney Happy Meals. Now, I don't think everybody says takeout is better. So I guess that's better than going to a restaurant and having to eat them and then having to buy a dinner in a restaurant and then eat the Happy Meal. But, you just go through the drive-through and then they let you buy them. And I'm not really certain. I talked about this last time on the Sean Stories. And I have to say that it's something I would look forward to collecting these. Well, now McDonald's has said that they're going to stop selling the toys because there's a mix-up with the QR codes that you scan with your phone. It's that little box that you scan with your phone, and they're stopping the QR codes that way. That because the QR codes, when they were being scanned, they were supposed to go somewhere to the McDonald's website. Now I don't know, maybe they were hacked and they were they misprinted and they went to some other place and they didn't say where or what was going on with them. They just like said, don't use them. And then they stopped doing it. So, and then they told us that the toys weren't being sold in every place in the, not everywhere was going to be selling these Disney toys. So I guess if you lived in the middle of like Nebraska or Idaho or somewhere like that, they might just not have them. It might just be some Metropolis deal. Then you're going to have to go on eBay and then. But anyways, they're worried about the packaging, so they stopped it. And they said they will be back. They'll be back. So yeah. There was some live streams today going on Thanksgiving. There was Pete's NFL. He did Pete McDivitt, great guy. He did the NFL stream today. I have to say he was on super early from about noon till about 8:00 at night, 8-hour stream. I seen JoJo's World at the Animal Kingdom. Just Life of Ours was at the Magic Kingdom, and Genevieve Airs Emporium. She was just done streaming not too long ago, or maybe she's still going. She was at, I think she cut it off at like 6 hours. She was all over the place. So, anyways, and I love watching her shop. It's like I'm watching the shopping channel, QVC or something like that. It's that's what Disney needs. Disney could make a bazillion. Disney, are you listening, Disney? Disney, I have another brilliant idea for you. Now, I know that you've listened before because you made your movies pay-per-view. Yeah, I remember that. Then there was another idea that I had, right? That you should start park hopping, and you took that on. So now I know that you guys are listening somehow. You know, somebody's listening up there from the executives, maybe. But here's my next idea for Disney. I'm just throwing it out there because some things that I say have come true. It's very weird. I can't explain it. Okay. So I think Disney should have a shopping channel. You know, they should get with Evine or QVC, probably Evine, because I watch that, and they have the Invicta watches, but they should have a Disney only hour that is partnered with Disney, or Disney maybe could have it on their own network. I don't know how you could go 24 hours a day Disney shopping, but they could take a couple hours of the day with one of these places and have a 2 hour, maybe 3 hour Disney time where they sell things from the Disney, from the Disney stores, and they could make things specifically just for the channel. And I think that would I think that would bring a lot of people to buy a lot of things. You'd be surprised. I spent a lot of time going to Shop Disney and looking for bargains, and I think that would go over well. So there's my idea for Disney. You heard it here first. If they should start online shopping, not online on the website, they should have a TV show that they have the Disney merchandise there and they go over it. And that would be really, really, really kind of cool stuff. I'm just saying. All right. So, yeah. So that's my Disney portion of my stories today. So earlier on, let's go on. Let's keep on going here. So I had, believe it or not, today I've been reminiscing about my time in Germany. This has been a constant thing this year. We're thinking about Darmstadt, Germany, and how it's going to look. I was stationed there in Darmstadt, Germany. There was a base I was stationed at. And this is not just for that one base, but there's a lot of bases. We turned over when I was there. Shortly thereafter, they turned over Rhein-Main Air Base back over to the Germans. They took it back and they did whatever they want. I think they expanded the airport. So then when I was there in Darmstadt, that closed 2007, and it's just been sitting there forever. It was more, I don't know what is more of an eyesore to them, or to like, if you we were competing. I think the Tiger Stadium in Detroit was there a long time, but our base in Darmstadt was there a very long time, decrepit and falling down, and a lot of weeds and stuff like that. So they're finally doing something that's wonderful. I'm pretty happy, but it's sad at the same. It's like there's a word for this where it's kind of like, it's bittersweet for everybody that they're going to do everything. They're knocking everything down except 4 buildings. I just read somewhere where somebody posted on Facebook that they want to save the church in the housing area, in the wherever in this other part, and they're trying to save for it and raise the money for it. That's wonderful. That is going to be great. And then on top of that, they're going to be building this place. It's going to be a community where you will not need any cars, and the Straßenbahn is going to come down in the middle of it. You'll be able to catch the Strauss, and then it'll take you other places. That Strauss never came through the base. It actually stopped just north of it, and you'd have to walk out stumbling drunk to get to it. You know what I'm saying? I did that. I'm not saying I did that. I did that, but I'm not saying that I did that. You did not hear me say that, but I did. Just did. Anyhow, yeah. So basically, it's going to be interesting. And I suspect if you have, fond memories of it, I'm pretty certain that you could probably somehow live there too in the future if you really, really wanted to, which is kind of cool. You could be like, I lived here a long time ago, and now I live here now. But it's going to be kind of crazy. It kind of reminds me of a long time ago when I was in Okinawa, Japan, and they had these guys, and they were coming over for the 50th anniversary for the Battle of Okinawa. Now, during World War II, the Okinawa was obliterated down to nothing but almost dirt everywhere. And I remember these guys who came back for the 50th anniversary, and now, Okinawa is like plummeting with buildings, right? I mean, it's a lot of buildings. They got so much buildings that you're not supposed to be building on the coral reefs, but Okinawa has even expanded some of its own. They've like did landfills on top of coral reefs and built roads there, and it's like, yeah. And so anyhow, when the veterans came back from World War II, these guys were like in their 70s at that point in time, and maybe in their late 60s. They were at that time 30 years ago when I was in, or 1993. So we're talking like in a couple more years, it'll be 30 years, right? And if you're 92, so they were like in their 60s, and they were coming back, and yeah, and they were coming back to see how it was looking, and they could stand on this very vegetated, let's just say, they could stand on some place where a battle occurred on Okinawa, and they'd be like, yeah, I know I was right here, and they were over there, we were over here, and I'd look at an old map, right, and I'd be like, yeah, you're right. And then they could tell you, it was like they were just there yesterday, and it was really kind of weird and strange, but it was kind of neat, So that kind of reminds me how it will be in Germany when you come back and you come to visit and you drive. You go to this where base will be used to be, and you'll have this new place will be all built up, but you'll be able to be like, yeah, I used to be right here, you know what I'm saying? It will be like that. It was that's kind of like how it's going to be, but it's been a sad time, just kind of watching it all change, and thinking of all the times we were there, and everything we did, and we did a lot. Now, yeah, and talking about Disney, here's a Disney story, kind of related, is that when I was in Germany, I went from Darmstadt in April of 1992. That's exactly when Euro Disney had opened up, and we got on a bus and we went there for the weekend. We went to Paris. It was me and my roommate. We got a discount trip from the USO, and they helped us out. We went to Paris on a bus, and we got there, and we went to Paris. We seen the Louvre. We didn't go in. We didn't have time, but I did go up the Eiffel Tower. And even though I'm very scared of heights, my roommate was able to get me on top the second deck of the Eiffel Tower. That was, man, that was something else. And also, we went to Euro Disney, which has been named Disney France or something like that, a new name for it. But it was right like the first weekend that it had opened, and that was really cool to see. So I had a lot of fun memories, including that, and in Euro Disney, and in just going all over the place in Europe and whatnot. So it was a great time, and I'll never forget it. And now that I have my amateur radio license, which is something I have a hobby in, I do talk to a lot of Germans. And yeah, so they're always telling me I'm 95. That's my signal strength, 5 and 9. You're like great. You sound wonderful. Wunderbar. Yeah. So, yeah, so that's what's going on today. This is last week's, and then Thanksgiving, and I'm giving thanks, to everybody's good health that's keeping safe and trying to avoid this crazy life outside and trying to do the right thing and trying to stay clear and keeping distanced and wearing the masks and doing everything you can. You know, we're in we're trying to be trying to make sure that you know, that not everybody gets it before the vaccine arrives. So anyhow, that's life in a nutshell right now. And so I look forward to doing a lot more of these vlogs. I thought I would do this one live. You never know. I mean, I like these pop-up lives. They just pop up whenever they are. And there's Allison Black, otherwise known as Allison from the Detroit Disney Duo, aka my wife, who needs to another account. We should rename your name. I think you can't rename your Google name. That's impossible. Who knows? But yeah, so we have 2 viewers now. That's great. Everybody is here. Everybody's been able to find me here. This is wonderful. This is awesome. This is awesome. Awesome sauce. That's my go-to word. Some things are wonderfully wonderful. Is that allowable to have something wonderful and then wonderfully wonderful? I love that. Yes. And by the way, I there's a great big surprise. I can't say it now, but I have been supporting some YouTube channels and some YouTubers as of late. That is a surprise to be. And I cannot wait to wear my new gear. Yeah, my new gear. Did I say that? Yes. Okay, my new outfit. My new anyways. And then also we're in the process here at the Detroit Disney Duo. I have to say, from Pete McDivitt, I did get a really nice coin. It was like fantastic. It was the sweetest coin that I've ever seen. Try to say that 10 times. But this coin that he got had Steamboat Willie on it and had the Chaos group on there from Pete McDivitt's channel. And it was wonderful. And I've gotten some postcards and some buttons from other YouTubers. So I've decided I am creating a patch. A patch. You say, Sean, what a patch? What am I going to do with a patch? A lot of people like patches. I don't know what they do. They like to put them on shirts and jackets and everything. So I'm going to be getting some that are Velcro and some that are not Velcro. There'll be this little small patch, 2.5 inches in diameter. You'll be able to put this patch anywhere. Maybe you could put a magnet on who knows what you can do with the patch. It's going to be cool. Some cool stuff. And I'll be giving them away. Stay tuned for a release date for these nice patches. They're in the works. Let's see here. And we do have a logo change. If you could see it right here, we changed the logo. That is the newest logo. The one that we're sticking with, it has the Detroit downtown, and it has the castle with some fireworks, a little road with a car, we're traveling around, and it has a Detroit Disney Duo. It looks great. So anyways, if you are not a subscriber, mash that subscribe button to help us out, grow the channel. We have 407 members now. The goal is the immediate goal, or the short-term goal, is 500 subscribers. Yes, 500 subscribers. And I will sing it like that if I get 500. I promise I'll do that. It may shatter some speakers or windows or something like that. Eardrums. I'm putting all disclaimers out there just to say. Yeah, so that's today. That's what's going on. So thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching the pop-up Sean stories. And we really appreciate everybody who's come by and watched. And if you're seeing this in the replay, remember, thumbs up. We'll see you later. And hey, peeps. Hey, peeps. You guys have a great one. For now, you know what time it is. Over and out. Over and out. Hey, over and out. Yeah.